Hey y'all, it's your girl Sarah back at you live with another video. I didn't get to talk too much in my last video. I'm going to let you guys get to know me a little bit better today. I'll be doing a little question and answer. We're gonna meal prep, get to know me, and I'm also gonna be hitting back and biceps at the gym today. I'm here at Attila's right now. Take you guys along with me to go pick up a few things from the grocery store right after the gym. Then I'll get home, take a quick shower, and we're gonna get on with the meal prep. I am feeling the mega itchies right now, by the way. Beta alanine is kicking in right now. I'm ready to go hit some back and biceps, if you know what I mean.
Another day, another dollar living in the bay. Hustling for my fetty, trying to pay my escape. I ain't staying in the matrix, really trying to get my papes.
Dead. We hit back and biceps. It was fairly juicy. I had an icy hot on my elbow because my elbow was not feeling it. If you saw my last video, you saw that we did arm wrestling. The day after I filmed that video, I arm wrestled someone else and I proceeded to hurt myself. But we got that workout done. Let's go grocery shopping. Hi beautiful people. So we're back and we're going to meal prep. Let's get it. I eat a lot of fruit. I'm talking about a lot. So I got 2 things of strawberry. I think it'll last me about like a week. Then I got my staple, my yogurt. I go through a ridiculous amount of yogurt in a week, but it's literally just a macro cheat code. I have most of the stuff that I'm gonna need. I do try to go grocery shopping like once a week, depending on what I need. Everyone meal preps individually in my house, so I put Sarah and nice pretty little letters on it. Alright, now for my main meals. I do about the same thing every single week. Different variations of literally the same exact thing. So I will prep my rice. I do cook my rice on the stove. I know a lot of people just use like a rice cooker or like microwavable rice. I make my rice. I think I have pork chops for this week, so I'll be making pork chops. I usually rotate between like ground beef or like chicken. Probably go back to chicken. I also do veggies. I just use a veggie mix I buy at the store. I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably just buy the vegetables. Okay, so I have the list of questions that I got from my Instagram on here. Let's get it going. How do you like working at the gym? It's pretty nice because I'm working where I like to be. It's gotten me to meet a lot of new people, make a lot of new connections. I work at Attila's. I was working like once a week until recently, and I started working more consistently. Mind to muscle connection, I think it was really hard for me at first. My opinion that really helped was working out with a partner and having them touch the muscle group that you are working on. I had my girl Gabby. Started going to the gym together about like 2 months after I had already started going to the gym, and her and I were really able to help each other out. Let's say we were training back, I wasn't fully feeling it in my lats, or she wasn't fully feeling it in her lats. We'd really like just touch the muscle group, especially with triceps. I feel like this helped especially with triceps to really get that mind to muscle connection going when you have someone physically touching that muscle. Obviously you can't do that as easily with every single muscle group, but really just focusing on technique and zoning in, I think really makes a difference as well. When did you start working out? I started working out, I think it's been about, let's do the math, March, April, May, June. So it's been a year and 3 months now. And I've been loving every single second of it. It's been kind of a beautiful experience in seeing what my limits are, how I can actually push past them, knowing I'm capable. I think that's something that I really doubted before I started working out. This is a good one. If you had to get rid of one thing, what would it be? Leg day or ice cream? This is kind of hard, but it's not at the same time because I've been pretty strict on my diet. One thing that I had to significantly eat less was ice cream. I'm a big fan of strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream has my heart. So when I had to kind of get into the mindset that I can't have as much ice cream as I'd like, I was a little bit hard at first, but now it really doesn't hit me that hard. So I think I'd stick to my leg day and get rid of the ice cream. What's your favorite muscle group to work out? This changes like every few months. Like, for a while, back and biceps, oh my god, had my heart. No one could tell me any different. Gradually, it's kind of changed into quads and hammies. I definitely feel like I am more quad dominant, but it'll probably change within like the next 2 months. I've really been trying to focus on working on my bench. Road to 135. How do you keep up with motivation and dedication? That is a fantastic question. It's something that comes with time and a change of mindset. You really have to want something. A podcast or a video, I forget where. You need to know whether you want something or you want something, and what is causing the difference between both. You may want the idea of something, but if you truly want something, you have a passion for it, you're going to act accordingly because it's something you desperately want. Obviously, times sometimes get difficult. If you really zone down on what you want, you sit down and you're like, okay, these are my goals and this is what I want to do, this is what I want to accomplish in this amount of time, you're able to realistically make up a game plan for how you're going to achieve those goals. Because if you're not gonna make a game plan, you're not gonna act according to your goals, how are you gonna reach them? I would say you really need to zone in on yourself and figure out what you want. Sometimes, like, even on the days that you really don't want to go to the gym, I always say it's discipline over motivation. You've probably heard of it. You're not always gonna want to go to the gym. You're not always gonna want to meal prep. You're not always gonna want to have these consistent habits. It really comes down to making it non-negotiable. So even on the days where you have a high lack of motivation, you have to just go through the motions if that's what it is. You feel like you've been doing everything, or mostly everything, as it should according to your goals, and your body is asking you for that time off, that's when I think it's okay, you should listen to your body. But if you're trying to tell yourself that your body's telling you something, that's when I would reconsider that idea. Top 3 favorite books and why? I could give you my top book. I read it more recently, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Absolutely amazing. It was just so beautifully written. There was this movie star, her older age. She asked this random writer to write a biography about her life. She would come to her apartment and listen to what she had to say, her life experiences. Apparently, she was a big movie star that had 7 husbands. And she kind of goes through every single husband that she had and what happened. There are so many plot twists, deaths, heartbreaks, there's love triangles, there is everything. Ninth Mystic would have to be my second. It is not an easy read, I'll tell you that. Way explore your mind when you read the book. It makes you question a lot of things. It is also a Christian fiction book. I do refer to scripture a lot. It's about a blind girl who alternates between her reality, or what she thinks is her reality, between her dream reality. So she's pretty much going through 2 different realities. She'll go to sleep, she's in one. She'll wake up, she's in the other. Third book, I would have to say After. I read this book a long time ago, before it was even a published book. So I think the new version of the book is quite different than the original version was. Now it ended up turning into movies through Netflix. I am not a big fan of the movies. I feel like the books are just better than the movie in this case. Before it was published, it was on like an app, a reading app. I was obsessed with it. Seeing how it was interpreted through the movies on Netflix was very interesting for me after having read the whole series years and years ago. Finding time to meal prep. The best way that I was able to make time to meal prep was breaking it down to 2 days. Some people like to meal prep once for the whole week. If that works for you, it works for you. You just have to make it a priority. I would say schedule it on a day where you know that you're able to fit it in, where you're able to have that time frame and set it as a part of your schedule that is non-negotiable. You have to prioritize making those healthier food options, and you'll save a significant amount of money doing that as well. Healthy snack alternatives. I really like to use like saltines or some kind of cracker. Buy guac in bulk, that's what I do, or I'll make it. It becomes your favorite snack ever, I'm telling you. How do I... Look at me playing with scissors. Do not play with scissors, kids. How do I overcome gym anxiety? This is one of my favorite questions to answer because I actually get asked this a lot. The best thing to do is focus on yourself. Like if you're focused on everyone else, then you're gonna think that everyone else is focused on you, and most of the time they're not focused on you. Most of the time people are in their zone trying to improve themselves. You have this change in mentality that you're not the only one that's trying to improve themselves, and they've been in your shoes. If you're just starting anything, they're probably gonna want to help you. Put your headphones in, find a playlist that you like so much, and get in the zone. Is the form right? Am I doing this exercise correctly? You're more focused on things to better yourself. What to do if one side is stronger than the other. Unilateral training. Do your weaker side first, match it with your stronger side. How do I improve my grip strength? A lot of people rush into using wrist straps, and wrist straps are something you really don't need to go straight into. If you're able to do an exercise properly without feeling like the weight's gonna fall from your hands, you don't need wrist straps. While you're warming up doing your first 2 sets, don't use wrist straps. And something else that really helps, pull-ups and dead hangs. We have rice cooking. I just finished the seasoning for my pork chops. Let's get those puppies seasoned and into the air fryer. So I took a brief intermission, got a facial. I finished up my meal prep. So we got my snacks ready, and then we have my meals I decided to do for the next 4 days. Pretty efficient, if I do say so myself. Oh, my cats are beefing again. I know one more question that a lot of people had, and I got a few times. Why did I start working out? I started working out because I could not gain weight for my life. I tried playing sports. I was never very athletic. I was more on the artsy side. I still try to embrace that side of me as well. I'm able to balance both athletic and artsy much better now. I used to get made fun of a lot for not having that athletic side being very prominent. I was that girl in gym class trying to get out of it any second I could. But I got made fun of. I was very skinny. Even back when I tried playing soccer, my nickname was Chicken Legs. So I used to just take it and it was like whatever. And eventually I realized that I could change it and I was fully capable of it. And I underestimated myself for a very long time. I was under 100 pounds for a very, very, very long time. Didn't have an eating disorder or anything like that, but had a very unhealthy relationship with food. Honestly, I could go a day or 2 without eating and be perfectly fine. Which now I have to eat like every 2 hours. I think after dealing a lot with mental health struggles and realizing and coming to conclusions that I have goals and I'm really capable of reaching them and excelling in them. If we all come together, the fitness community comes together to work hard and push themselves and grow as individuals physically, but I've also noticed that it's a big mental game. You're able to grow individually and as a person and thrive and be the best version of you that you can. So I'm very excited to bring everyone along on this journey, seeing what I can do and how I can improve. Hopefully you guys are willing to come along, so definitely like, subscribe, check my channel out. I should be posting weekly, so tune for my next video.